Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to look at the iPhone 12 and how it has been since the launch. It has been a couple of months and we are almost at the iPhone 13 launch now, which is in September. So is this the right time to buy it? So let's talk about the design, the performance, the cameras. I even have some camera samples to go with it. Apart from that, the speakers, the battery life, and that should be all. So let's get into the video, and just before we do subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and don't forget to like the video. First things first, let's talk about the design. Now this is a glass and metal sandwich with an aluminium frame, and at the back you have a dual camera setup with a glossy back. The Pro versions have a matte textured glass. You have a power button on the right. On the bottom is the lightning cable, microphone holes, and the speaker. On the left of the phone you have a volume rocker and a mute switch. There's a notch which houses the Face ID sensors and the front camera, which you could get used to. Apart from that, it is a very functional design. Talking about the screen, it is a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display with a peak brightness of 1200 nits. It's a 1170 into 2532 pixels at 460 ppi density. Basically, it's a very sharp display. It gets extremely bright and it has really good viewing angles. I personally like how Apple has managed the color reproduction also of the screen. So it's a fantastic display out there, and compared to the iPhone 11, this display is really good. Also, that you get the same display in the Pro versions as well. So the iPhone 12 Pro Max also has the same exact display. You're not missing out on anything. The only thing which might be a problem would be the refresh rate. It is a 60 Hz fixed, while you have 140 and 120 Hz in almost all Androids nowadays. Apple will come out with ProMotion, that is high refresh rate displays, maybe in the iPhone 13 series, but otherwise this phone is extremely good. Moving on to the battery life. Now the battery life, and we should not go on the size of the battery. It is a 2815 mAh battery, charges at 20 watt, that is 50% in 30 minutes. It has got the MagSafe fast charging at 15 watt. It lasts more than a day. It is a very good battery life. Currently the phone which I have is at 100% peak performance of the battery, or 100% battery capacity. I think it is doing really well, and there should not be a problem at all with respect to battery life. Let's shift our focus to the performance now. So it comes with an A14 Bionic with iOS 14 currently, upgradable to iOS 15, and Apple really supports these devices for a very long time, so no qualms there. It comes with a 4 GB of RAM, and you can take it to a maximum storage of 256 GB. Now we should not get fooled with the 4 GB of RAM, because this phone is extremely fast. It can take care of almost everything. It shares the same DNA with the Pro models, except that the Pro models have a higher RAM, but I do not think that should matter at all. You can play heavy games, you can render videos, and it should not be a problem. And the processor is not a power guzzler, thus the battery life is good, as we spoke about it. So this is a very good phone, even in 2021. I highly recommend anyone getting this right now. Let's also talk about the cameras. Now it's a dual camera setup, as I said earlier. It is a 12 megapixel wide and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. There is no zoom lens, but it still zooms to a maximum of 5x, which is not pretty good in the current times when you have phones going to 100x. But the Pro series, or the Pro Max, also zooms to a maximum of 12x, not more than that. So this is not bad. The camera frankly offers everything which the best iPhone offers, that is the 12 Pro Max. It has got portrait modes even on the front camera due to the Face ID sensors. So pretty good there. Nothing to complain about. Now let's look at some shots which I have taken. So the first one is the normal wide shot, which is a 12 megapixel, and it is a very crisp shot, extremely good colors. Exactly what you see with your eyes is what the phone captures, so very good at that. The ultra wide is also very good, the distortion is extremely less, and I believe that the iPhone, whichever model you pick, is the best point and shoot camera which is available out there. Though when you zoom in, which is an optical 5x zoom, it becomes a little grainy, so you might want to take the picture and then maybe zoom in. That should do better. For long distance shots like this one, it does pretty well, so that's a good thing out there. But at the end of the day, if you require a zoom lens, then you should look at the Pro models. This is another wide which I have taken, and now there is a video, and I will keep quiet so that you can hear the sound including the audio zoom. So that was the 4K 60 video, and the iPhone does very well with respect to videos and even photos, so no qualms there. Next, let's listen to the speakers, and I'll again keep quiet so that you can hear the sound of the phone. Versus the OnePlus 9 Pro in a camera comparison. First, let's look at their individual specifications, and this video is after all the updates the OnePlus 9 Pro got, and it is on the latest software. So let's see which one comes out on the top. Now the Note 20 Ultra comes with a 108 megapixel wide sensor with OIS, a 12 megapixel periscope telephoto lens with a 5x optical zoom going up to a 50x hybrid. So those were the speakers, and it's a dual speaker setup, so you have a front firing speaker and a bottom firing speaker. They both do pretty well. Even if you cover the speaker, it is pretty loud enough. Now with that, we are at the end of the video. I think the iPhone 12 is a good buy right now as well. If you want to wait for the prices to drop with the iPhone 13 coming in, or if you want a higher refresh rate display, then maybe that is something which you would want to wait for in the iPhone 13 series. Apart from that, I think it is a brilliant phone. You can go for it. Let me know if you have any queries down in the comment section, and as usual, thanks for watching.